G'day folks, welcome back to Pete's Investing. It's March 29, 2024. This is the nat gas, iron ore, copper and crude oil technical analysis. So since yesterday's update, nat gas has actually risen slightly. So has crude oil. Iron ore has dropped, continued downtrend, and copper's moved sideways. And we always follow our weekly, monthly and daily trend indicators on this chart. That basically you can see here on the nat gas, US crude and high-grade copper and iron ore. Natural gas is pretty much a mixed signal across the monthly, weekly, daily line. US crude is long across the board, iron ore is short across the board, and high-grade copper is starting to turn bearish as well. Take note of the other instruments, including some FOREX for your reference. So I'll start off with iron ore first. So what we look at first here is the CCI 150, and that's what we track on our trend traffic light chart, which I showed you. So it's currently going bearish, and that's on the daily chart. The ADX 25 is also bearish, so you can see there. And on the hourly chart, likewise, it's bearish on the CCI 150 and bearish on the ADX. We also track divergence using the CCI 150. You can see there the highs are lower. So lower highs versus higher highs on the price, and that fell back down and hit our target area there. There was a bullish divergence here on the hourly chart. Those lows are higher versus those lows are lower. Bounced, hit our target area, and that target area is the 23 to the 38% Fibonacci retracement level. So again, for those new to the channel, I'll just give you a quick demo. So if I was to draw that, I'll take it to the recent low before that divergence started. You can see there that's a 23 to 38% Fibonacci. In this case, it fell well below the 100% level. Sometimes it just bounces in that range and bounces to the upside again. Other times it goes a lot more below that initial target area. In this case, it did, down to 123 retrace level. Now, if I was to move that Fibonacci down to that recent low, you can see there it's almost near the 100% level. As well, what I've done here is to help, just an idea for those interested, I've drawn this on the price chart, which helps by showing where the CCI 150 is below the moving average band. That shows you a pink or a red hue, and where it's above, it shows you a green view. And the way you look at that is just visually. If you look at the daily and the hourly, so you can see there, while the daily is in a decline, that's where it's safe to take short trades, when the hourly is also declining. So you would have avoided taking those long trades. You can trade these bullish divergence, but just be careful, it doesn't always work out. Sometimes you have to make sure I prefer to trade with a larger time frame where the trend is your friend. Lastly, we zoom out on both the daily and the hourly. We've got this indicator down here. This is the stochastic market forecast. So basically when it's overbought or oversold, and here on the daily it's sort of hovering in the middle. Whereas you notice on the hourly, up here it was overbought, and that's where I've got these arrows, these red arrows, and that's where generally the market reverses. When it's oversold, down here, I'm drawing a blue arrow there. That shows where the market is oversold, and it generally bounces. Next we'll look at high-grade copper. So first off on the CCI 150, it's broken down through the moving average band. Remember the monthly, weekly, daily trend chart showed a long and short. For the monthly, weekly long, and a daily is short, and this is the daily showing short positioning. The ADX is still showing long positioning, so I like to combine multiple indicators where I can to help validate the probability of moving in that direction. So on the daily here, we're still in a bit of an uptrend, but it's actually broken down through the moving average band and broken short, so I avoid taking long trades. On the hourly, you can see there's just broken above on the moving average band, and the ADX 25 is also bullish. And again, if I was to show you the color scheme, so again, remember the monthly and weekly are long, and currently on the daily we're showing short. So if you want to be really conservative and careful, you would avoid taking short trades and wait for the daily to turn long, as if the weekly and monthly are also long. So it would have been wise to take long trades during this period and avoid taking any trades during these latest days. Now back here, when it turned green, that would have been the area where you would have gone long, and that was the 7th of March. So we zoom out to the 7th of March. You can see there on the price chart right here, you would have taken those long trades in those periods there where the price was going up. So during that little period, you would have been taking long trades, a few there, and then a few there. And if I zoom out on these again, if I show you the stochastic market forecast indicator down on bottom here, you can see here when it breaks down from below the 90 level, I'd be careful of a reversal, and that's what it's done. It's reversed down from, that's where those red arrows are, it's reversed down from each of those positions. Hasn't quite reached the oversold territory. On the hourly though, you get a bit more volatility. Down here it's oversold, and it bounced up from there. Up here it's overbought, bounced down from there. Hasn't quite reached the oversold there, and up there it was overbought. So again, just you would have gone short there as well. That just gives you an idea of where potentially the market will reverse. Doesn't necessarily mean you can trade those, but with a bit of as long as the trends on the CCI are matching, you can actually use that as a potential reversal area. Next, we'll look at US crude. You can see here the CCI 150 is bullish. Remember the weekly and daily and monthly, sorry, the monthly and weekly on US crude are bullish, and so is the daily as well. So bullish across the board. So you're taking only long trades. You can see there it's broken above this diagonal trend line and now touching this 83.12 minor resistance area. On the hourly, you can see there again, it's just reaching that resistance. Nothing really to talk about there. If I zoom out, looking at the stochastic market forecast, it was overbought there and the price fell off. Hasn't quite reached the oversold territory. On the hourly, again, you can see the overbought and oversold areas where the market has made a bit of a rebound. Doesn't mean, you can see there, even though it was oversold here, it retraced to the upside slightly, then it fell off again. So it doesn't always mean a full scale reversal. So just be careful about that. And up here at the moment, we're currently showing overbought positions. So just be careful. It may reverse any time. But of course, no guarantee. There's never a guarantee of any indicator any time. I'm trying to combine multiple indicators to show you the probability of moving in that same direction. Lastly, we'll look at natural gas. Natural gas monthly was short, weekly was neutral, and daily is long. So you can see here on the daily, it's long. So it's a mixed bag in terms of direction. On the ADX, it's showing short. So again, mixed signals even in that level. And on the hourly, it's going bullish on both the ADX and the CCI 150. If I zoom out and just show you the stochastic market forecast, again, overbought in each of those areas, and in each of those areas it fell back quite sharply actually, and it came down to this area here, oversold, having a bit of a bounce, and currently we're still in the oversold territory, no sign yet of a recovery. On the hourly, you can see there those few points where it was overbought, and that fell off slightly, and a few of these cases very, very slightly. Down here more recently, oversold, made a recovery. That was a false signal. Then it stayed oversold, and then another couple of signals there showing a bit of a recovery, but it's fallen back down. So again, just using that in combination with the other trends to show you potential reversals and or movement. To support us more, go to the Patreon page for Pete's Investing, where we also do weekly scans of blue chip shares that are trending along on a longer and medium term timeframes. Feel free to support us there, and we'll see you in a future video.